Hello everybody, welcome to the advanced tutorial for solving OLL and PLL, which is orient last layer and permute last layer. So the first part that you will have gotten is you will have gotten from, now I'm going to teach you 2-look, which is 2-look OLL, and then I'll teach you all of PLL. So you will already know, so once you get the line or the L, you'll already know the algorithms for those. Now, that is the first step of 2-look. The second step of 2-look is knowing all the cases for the cross. And so, I don't know 1-look OLL, but I know 2-look OLL. So, you need to know all the cases for the cross. So this, you already know, but it's fishy, but with the corner, and the corner is in the bottom left. But in this case, when holding it in the bottom left, this yellow corner faces this way instead of that way, like it would otherwise face that way. So you will just do fishy for that one. Very simple stuff. So the next case that you'll get is fishy, but the yellow isn't facing this direction. Whenever you're holding it correctly, it's facing this direction. So instead, you want to hold it with the upwards facing yellow corner here in the bottom right corner, and you'll see it's facing this way now. And so instead, you'll just do the opposite fishy, which gets yellow for you. The next case that I'll show you is where you have 2 like this, and then you'll have 2 facing outwards like this. And so you want to hold it like this with these like this, this one and this one. And you don't want to hold it like this because you can't see the 2 yellow squares there. And hold it like this. You need to have one here, and so you do this. You go down, holding blue, in this case blue, but this is on the top, and you do this. And that gets yellow for you. So again, the next case I'm going to show you is when you have a block of 6 here and then 2 facing out. And so what you do for this, is you have 2 facing out like this, the block here, and you hold it like this with this side here, the same corner here, and you do this. And that gets yellow for you. So the next one is where you have the block here, but instead of facing here, the 2 yellows face here. So you're going to hold it like this and do this. And that gets you yellow. So, the last 2 cases that there are when you have just the cross, no corners facing up. And this is one of them, 2 facing out and 2 facing this way. And so you hold it like this, and do this. And that gets yellow for you. And then you can go on the PLL. And the last one is this, when you have the cross, but when these 2 are facing out, instead of these 2 corners facing this way, they face this way, and so you do this. And you hold it like this and do this. And that gets yellow for you. So very good, you've now gotten through that step. Now we're going to focus on PLL, permuting last layer. So once you've gotten yellow, you need to do you need to orient these last pieces. And so this is called Jperm. I don't know which variant it is, G, A, B, C, or D, but it's for when you have two facing this way and the block of two right here. So you can see, and so hold the two on the left like this and do this for this case. And there you go. The next variant of Jperm is when you have the two here, but when you hold them on the left, the block is back here instead. And so for that, you want to do this. Nice. So the next one is where you have two here, and you're holding it on the left for all of these, but you have the block here, right here, instead of here or here. So for this one, you're going to do this. Fairly simple. So, although these are the hardest PLLs to learn, as far as I'm concerned. So the other one is when you have two here, instead of the block here, here, or here, the block is here, as you can see. And so you do this. Really easy. So pretty much all of them except for one are going to have their own like opposites. So this is called an R-perm, where you have the block of two here and then these two are the same color. And so for this one, you can do it two ways. I prefer the one I'm going to show you because it is more similar to another type of algorithm that I find simpler. So you hold it like this, the two on the left. Pretty much for all of these, you're going to hold the two light corners on the left. And you're going to do this. Very simple. Now, I'll show you the other one, which I do not prefer, and it is this. If you prefer that one, then I'll show you it slowly again. Alright, so the next one is opposite R-perm, and as you can see when you hold them on the left, the two that are the same color back here are on the other side. And so in this case, you're not going to hold these two on the left, you're going to hold them on the right, and just do the opposite, or the same thing as what I showed you before, but on the opposite side, so this. And then, so the variant that I showed you that I do not prefer, but you may prefer, is this, for this one. And the main reason that I prefer the this one is because when I'm not very good at like doing this one, and so I prefer to do that one on the opposite outer perm. So yes. The next one I'm going to show you is when you have yellow solid, of course, and then a block of 3 right here, and then nothing else has light colors. So you do this. You hold this on the left and do this. So that's pretty simple. And then the next I'm going to show you is a Jperm, because these two need to switch and these two need to switch, so that makes a T. And so it's when you have a block here and a block here. And so hold the 2 on the left and do this, the 2 light corners. Easy. Okay. And let me know if in the comments if I'm holding it wrong, and if you can't really see what's happening. But I'd rather not make these again. No offense. So just go watch Jperm's tutorials, because his are really good. So let's skip that one for now. This one. This is called a Jperm, I believe. And it's when you have a block here, a block of 2 here, and a block of 2 here. And then everything else is not solved. And so you hold it like this. And this one has no 2 light corners on a side, so you'll have to know the 3 algorithms that are like that. So you hold it like this, with the block here and here, with the blocks here and here, and you do this. So again. Alright, the next one I'll show you is pretty much the opposite of that. So you've got the corner here, but instead of a block here and here, you have a block of 4 right here, or 3 I guess. 1, 2, 3, but I count this one. So a block here. And so you're going to hold that block in the back right, the back left, or upper left corner, and do this. Okay, the next one is, this is the last one without 2 corners aligned, and this one's pretty hard. So it's when you have these 2 need to switch and these 2 need to switch, and then all of these are in the correct spots. And so hold it like this with yellow facing towards you, as if this was the top, and do this. Okay, only a few more to go now. This is called an opposite Jperm, at least that's what I call it. And so it is, I don't know why it's called a Jperm, but anyway, it's when you have a block of 3 here, and then those 2 also, and then a block here and a block here. So this is the case, and you hold it like this with these on the right and do this. Okay, the next one is a normal Jperm, where you have a block of 2 here instead of here and here, and then you have 3 here and 2 here. And so you're going to hold the two corners on the left and do this. Oh wait, on the left. Yeah. Okay. Next we have you have, okay, hang on, never mind. Okay, I taught you this in the just normal 3x3 one, but I'll teach it again. It's when you have a solid one in the back, and then this one needs to go here, this one needs to go here, this one needs to go here. All the corners are solved, so hold the solved side in the back and do this. So the next variant of that is when you have this in the back, the solved side in the back, but instead this needs to go here, this needs to go here, and this needs to go here, which is the opposite whenever you're holding this in the back. And so instead, you're going to do this. So the next, there's 6 more algorithms to learn. This one is where this needs to switch and this needs to switch to here, and same for the back. So these two need to switch and these two need to switch. So you do this. The next one to learn is this one. This is my favorite one. It's when these two need to switch and these two need to switch. So hold it from anywhere. Oh, and by the way, for this one, you have to hold it like this, like where these two need to switch and these two need to switch. You have to hold it like this. But for this one, you can pretty much hold it any of these places and do this. And as you can see, that's my favorite because it's really easy and fast. This is a really annoying one. It's when you have a block here, a block here, a block here, and a block here. And so you hold it like this with one of the, or anywhere pretty much. For this one, do this. And now all you need to do is do a opposite Jperm. So and now just reverse the moves that you did before. So, and then you've got it solved. So the next one is just a variant of that one, except that instead you're going to do it the other way. See how the block is on this side instead of this side. So you're going to, and yeah, so this. Then just a normal Jperm. And then just reverse the moves. So the last two are Jperm, which is, I don't know why it's called an Jperm, but anyway, is when you have a block here and then two corresponding colors here. And so for this one, where these two are on the, when the block is here and these two corners are on the left or the right, you're going to turn it this way and do this. As you can see, I rotated the cube down to do that. And then the last one, whoa, you're almost there, is when you've got these two on the left, but instead the block's back here instead of right here. Or basically whenever you're holding these on the left and this block is here. So you're gonna hold it like this and do this. And you are done with PLL and OLL, and 2-look OLL. So, great job, nice, bye.